I really hate how this game doesn't actually sit in the right spot at the start. It's super annoying because, yeah, it randomly appears on the screen at any point it chooses, which is dumb because it makes it hard to record this properly. Anyway, hey guys, this is Gamer Cow playing a very random game here. This, if you weren't paying attention at the start whilst I was moving the screen around, is Scarlet Rhapsody. It's Touhou 10.5. It's random because I didn't really expect to be doing this at the moment, I just felt like it. I've been trying to record the Subterranean Animism thing most of the night actually, because I did 1cc it earlier on Lunatic with Raymood, not Marissa, and that's really the problem, that Marissa is just not good enough for me on that game, which is a shame, because the best chop types to me are Marissa ones, but not the point! We have a localized earthquake just to destroy the shrine, and people have to investigate that. However, the person we are using is not particularly interested in that. More in the weather, and what's going on with it. This is going to be with Patchouli, and obviously, because I've been there the whole time, you can see my deck is here. I have a few life regenerators that will give me about 10% extra life unless I take a hit with it. Spirit Regenerator just in case I get guard crushed, because that is highly possible with the spell nature of this game. And I have two skills, Summer Red, Winter Element. They generally tend to be the best ones for doing damage to spell cards. Although for some reason I'm not very good at doing the 2-3-6 motion for Summer Red on this one. I'm fine with it on Saku, but on this version it doesn't seem to work very well. But anyway, I'm gonna have it anyhow. And then I just have these for a straight 2800 damage for 3 cards. It's pretty cheap, pretty powerful. This is less damage, but it's less cost, so that's fine. Royal Flare is a nuke. I'm hoping to keep one of those for the end. And Jellyfish Princess is temporary, pretty much invincibility. You get 3000 damage as a shield, and you know, for whatever, you won't take it. You can't graze though, so it's not that great, but it's temporary invincibility, which is better than everything else, so yay. So let's just go ahead with this. As I said, Patchouli is not really interested in the shrine stuff, and actually her story takes place before the shrine gets destroyed, so yeah, we're gonna see that soon. But yeah, Sakuya is around. Patchy is interested in the red trail thing that Sakuya has around her there, and we are now going to fight Sakuya, because that's what Patchouli wanted. Anyway, this game, you've got bullet types, obviously. This is Touhou, it's supposed to be bullets, and that's that. And the way it works is that you've got your melee attacks, which is what Sakuya just kind of used on us there. You've got the obvious bullet things. You can do skills by doing particular actions on the D-pad, and that works kind of nicely. You've got two different types of bullets, strong and weak, which is done by using B and C respectively on your however you set up your controls. And your basic idea is, of course, to destroy the opponent. Take out their bullets, take out whatever they've got on them, I don't care, you know, just do it, and that is what you've got to do. So, in story mode, once you've cleared the default life gauge from the opponent, you fight spell cards, which is what we are doing at the moment, and it's actually being kind of annoying, but yeah, you've got to deal with their special attack stuff in any way you can, and that is pretty much how you do it. It's often very easy to deal with. It depends on your spirit, I suppose, how much you've got that way and how well you do it. Those stopwatches, as you kind of see there, they froze Patchouli whenever she went into them, but because Patchouli's got some pretty high damage stuff, and I've leveled up Summer Red once already, it didn't take very much there to do anything. So yeah, you also get damage ranking stuffs there. Damage ranking is nearly impossible to S rank actually. You've got to take no damage whatsoever pretty much, and that kind of sucks. But yeah, Shrine Maiden noticed what exactly? Well, we're Rare Face. Apparently, Reimu looks very nice in this game, actually. The artwork is not done by Zin because this was a thing, Tassifro, I believe, did this. I don't know, somebody did this otherwise, and yeah, now we have to fight Reimu, so go figure. Reimu uses that dimensional kick thing an awful lot, and it's actually rather annoying because it can be pain in the ass to work through, but I tend to do a lot of upward attacking stuff here, and one difference from Hisato and Saku, which is one I'm obviously used to playing, is you have a recoil on your downward air attack with the melee thing, which is very strange. I'm not used to seeing that at all, and it's just odd. Wrong move, whatever, it's not much damage and I can always heal it off anyway. Boom! Let's do that, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, Reimu's first spell card, Prayer Exorcism. It's not that hard, you've just got to be in the right spot at the right time for it. It's lagging my computer a lot though, which is kind of weird. I suppose I wasn't quite expecting that, but yeah. Just high jump into it really, it's not difficult at all. Yeah, as you see, very easy. Her second spell card is nowhere near as easy though. It's actually very annoying to do this one. These Yin Yang orbs have a lot of graze resistance, so it takes a ton of time to get around them, and for a lot of characters this attack is very annoying. However, Winter Element is exceptional against this if you set it up right, so yeah, try and do that as much as possible. You are going to get hit at times, which is a shame, but it's not impossible to work around that card, so very nice. Isn't there a change? It's a bit easier. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. And now it started raining. Well, rain is a problem when you collapse. Yeah, take it outside, people. So this belongs to Marissa. Marissa has an amazingly cute face in this game, and her hat is far too freaking big for her. Seriously. It looks awesome, but it's far too big. Anyway, sorry for the little mess up here, I've just got a scratch in the ear for a sec, so that's kind of why things are moving around. My headset had to shift up. But yeah, Reimu didn't do anything. Yeah, needs to get some of us as well. So, fighting Marissa. Marissa is very samey in this game, in terms of how she attacks, so she is not an interesting character to fight in general, because she's always doing the same thing there. It's really kind of silly when you think about it. But yeah, I'm kind of using the recoil of the downward air thing to my advantage in this one, because although I'm not used to seeing it, it's still there, and it's still something I know, which is fine. Ow. You really should have saw that coming, but it doesn't matter too much. I'm going to use one of these because I do kind of want to free up some spell card slots, so yeah. Anyway, Polaris Star, if you could actually high jump there, that would have been nice, but it's not too hard a card to work around if you set it up right. It takes a long time to get started, so really not bad. And, well, Aureus Universe is not generally too bad either. It's got about 3 phases of stuff that it can do, and none of them are really that dangerous. The stars is the most dangerous one. The lasers are not too bad, although they do have graze, like, not damage is the wrong word, but you do take damage on your spirit meter. Spirit damage is the thing for it, I suppose. You take spirit damage when you graze through it, so yeah. Be careful of this card, you know, Surefire Master Spark. It's not that hard so long as you're careful with it, but yeah, it's easy to get guard crushed on it, but just make sure you are away from the freaking thing when she fires it, because if you get hit by it or get trapped by that laser, you know, the thin one before she fires the full-on final spark, that is not going to be nice. Anyway, rain's getting bad. Yep, we are now apparently going elsewhere, and I got a C for damage ranking there. That's pretty bad, but still, it wasn't terrible. you know, it was a decent enough fight. So anyway, young Mystic Sea of Clouds, we're apparently heading all the way up into the sky. I don't know how we can do that without heading up into the mountain, but Patchouli is that badass, she can just fly straight up into the sky. Nobody else would care. Temperament emanating and altering the weather around them, it's gathering in one place in the sky. That's what we're looking to try and take care of. Heed the call of the clouds, the destiny of the clouds. Oh dear, passing a peril, that does not sound nice. This is somebody known as Iku Nage, I think? I don't know, she's a dragon fish, or fish, but not descendants, a messenger for the dragon palace. There we go. Yeah, Nage is correct. She is an oarfish, but that's kind of weird. Point of danger, nobody cares. Temperament is gathering. That's kind of weird. Point is, she apparently knows something that we do not, and that is what Patchouli doesn't like, so Patchouli is going to make her explain stuff. Iku is really weird, like she is, if you will, when actual players are using her, she's pretty much top tier, but the AI for her is so terrible. Seriously, one of the worst AIs in the game. And that's kind of sad in the end, because she's one of the best characters and the AI for her sucks so horribly. Anyway, her spell cards, I don't remember them being too difficult. I guess it really depends on how well you can handle stuff, but yeah, with good use of high jumping, not too bad. Just graze through that and it's fine. Winter Elements is pretty good for this. Summer Red is also quite nice. Charging up Winter Element for later on, that's pretty useful. Watch this attack because it can hurt you a lot if you are not careful, and yeah, it has some pretty weird ways of working. Lots and lots of thunder bullets all over the place. Ah, yeah, that was close. Anyway, as a stage 4 character, she has a third spell card, of course, and this one for a lot of characters is very, very hard to deal with, but for Patchouli it doesn't tend to be that bad. Even though Patchouli's not got that much ability, it's still not bad. The thing you've got to watch is that she has lots and lots of spirit damage when you graze through her in the lightning form, so be careful with it. And use your high jumps to get away. It's really not very hard when you do that correctly. And because Patchouli's got perfect flight as well, it's helpful there. It's easy to lose your spirit in this though, and if you do have to end up guarding it, you're going to get crushed, so be very careful there. Anyhow, so far so good, explain to us everything. Crimson Clouds will bring an earthquake, but that doesn't seem to be what Patchouli is really concerned at. They've been unnaturally gathered, and that is what she is interested in. Earthquake will not occur if you defeat the cause of the one who's gathering it. Yeah, that sort of makes sense. The culprit's motive is to cause an earthquake. Well, strictly speaking, that's not really true, but that's a spoiler, so we'll find that out later. Anyway, damage ranking A, that's pretty darn good if I say so myself. Now we are heading up even further. We are literally going into heaven itself. Again, don't know how that really works, but yeah. Such a world beyond the clouds, indiscriminately then mist, whatever. No, they would not. Welcome to heaven! Song and dance, and more song and dance awaits. That sounds just peachy. This is Tenshi Hiniwara? I think it's Hiniwara? Hinawara. Something. I don't care. It's Tenshi. She has come, well, we have come all the way to heaven to gather, well, find the gatherer of the temperament stuff. Tenshi thinks we're here for her because she's the one who's been, you know, going to cause earthquakes and stuff. But we are kind of early for that. Lying temperament, whatever. A little too soon to be beating her up. Well, we're not here to beat her up. That's the thing. Breaking shrine. Who cares about that? Anyway, Tenshi fights. Tenshi is really annoying to fight on here because she keeps freaking spamming the stupid laser stuff and that's all she ever does. It's just really stupid. The other thing she does an awful lot for no reason whatsoever is to use her downward air attack, which just sends her on one of her little keystones all the way down, you know, the thing. It's just really stupid, just like that, and it doesn't really do much of anything. So I honestly don't understand it. Her spell cards, however, are an extremely big pain in the ass to deal with, so yeah, you've really got to be careful with these. You can graze through them, which is nice, but as you can see, they can do a lot of damage quite quickly if you're not careful, so... And there is a lot of bullets around, so... Yeah, not quite sure the best way of tackling this one, as is pretty apparent here. So I'm just going to do that, and now I'm going to really heal up, because seriously, I need that right now. Second spell card, she goes on top of you and makes lots of stuff appear. It's not too hard if you can work around her, which is generally not that difficult either. Not a particularly tricky card, but it can hurt you if you're not careful, like I am not really being here. Difficult to damage because you're sort of at odds as to how to really go about dealing with it. So what I tend to do if I can is I tend to use the down air attack a lot for this, and I need this up because I really need to get my health back. As we see, because we're in stage 5 now, we actually get a second life bar for their opponent, which is kind of weird, but I'm willing to deal with it. And yeah, that is kind of how it goes. I might have to use my Jellyfish Princess here, which would be really kind of lame. Anyway, this attack is like freaking impossible. I really do not understand this one at all. You cannot graze through the things this time, and there we go, first death, because seriously, this attack is like ridiculous. But I now have a full life bar to take on Tenshi's last attack, which is not that hard either. She has some... again, it's difficult to damage her. Winter Elements is very good at damaging this attack. But, well, I mean, it's not very good. It's alright at damaging this attack. It's probably one of the best bets. And, that is what I'm going to use, pretty much. Somehow getting hit by something I couldn't even see there, because that is totally fair, but it doesn't matter because we still get the knockout, and because this isn't stage 6, we do not have to deal with her basically impossible final spell, which is nice. But yeah, we weren't even here to fight Tenshi in the first place, we were here to fight the Gatherer, not the cause and effect person. So yeah, collect rank of A didn't do as well on that one. Nobody cares. We are just about done with this. It's not that long, to be honest. But we have this to deal with. Yes, we have to fight Suika as the final stage. Wind feels nice, whatever. Yes, the mist was being gathered, and that is what she does best. Oh, you can totally imagine that in the chibi Suika voice, though. I didn't do anything this time round, though. No reason. Yeah, plenty of reasons. Whatever. So basically, we have to fight Suika now, and she's not going to hold back because she's a bullet. Well, that's just kind of Suika for you. I don't like fighting Suika when she's AI controlled. She's just really freaking annoying to deal with, and I don't know. It's just her AI is really horribly, annoyingly programmed. Whatever, Summer Flame can not do anything because it's not Summer Flame, it's Summer Red, but you know, it can do a lot of damage anyway, and that is good. I'm kind of just projectile spamming the stuff all over the place here because I really don't need to do much else. Anyway, this attack is kind of fun, I suppose. It's not too bad. The thing you've got to watch really is that it's yeah, just dash an awful lot to get around that, and then try and not take too much of this. Don't bad dash that much of it because it just doesn't work that well, as you've seen. But I didn't take very much damage from it, so that's okay. And now, second spell card, Spirit's Reactive Bullets. This is a frigging pain in the ass to handle because it's just, crap. The idea, from what I can see, I try and dodge it up the way, pretty much, and from there, yeah, you can just about do it if you're careful, but really time your air dash as well if you're going to survive this one. Because yeah, that can happen quite a lot. I really don't want to use my spell cards here if I can help it though, because I don't have very much to do with them. You know, I've got both my Royal Flares in hand, and that's not good for stuff to use, but this is just really freaking hard, and yeah, I am not doing very well. Alternatively, I guess you could try and dash along the ground for it, but it's not going to work too well, I don't think. Probably Winter Elements is the best bet if you can get it to go right. But otherwise, this whole suspend yourself in the air and use the downward fireball attack is maybe the best thing to do. So anyway, as we did before, we have to fight her again, and one more health bar I suppose, that's just what it's like. It's not too bad. I still do not like fighting her though. It's you've got to be careful because if her C-bullets are in the right not height is the wrong word, but if they're too close to you, then they can drain like 2 spirit orbs in one go. It's really, really difficult to work with. But that's fine, we managed to take that out. And now we have, yeah, Giant Spell. It's not fun to deal with, actually. I really do not like dealing with this on Lunatic because there's just so much stuff that is on screen, and yeah, that happens way too freaking often. So you know what, let's just get my invincibility for that one little bit there. That did absolutely nothing, and she just punched me straight in the freaking face. God, Suika, that's just horrible. Don't do that to people. She also does an absolute ton of damage if she actually hits you with that there as well. It's just, impossible to work around sometimes. The idea is okay because that is like your general idea. It's not in principle that hard to work around her. It's just really, really awkward. A good high jump here and there is enough for that, and I am amazed that I have not taken any damage there. That is incredible. Let's just level this up actually, because I'm right here. And no, she uses this, which is really, really annoying. I hate this attack. It just fucking doesn't work for me at all. I really don't understand how the hell you're supposed to do this. I mean, obviously that is not the way, but I just don't get it. This attack is ridiculous. And I'm going to die to, which means I might actually fail this still, because yeah. The hardest one is coming straight after this, so yay. I guess if you can land a couple of those on it, that's pretty nice. You know, good couple of Summer Flames. But yeah, as I said, she saves the freaking hardest to last. If you've ever played in Immaterial and Missing Power, you'll know pretty much what this attack is. This is a slightly lesser form of Pandemonium, but it's just about as hard in the long run. So, you know what? Take a freaking Royal Flare to the face. I don't even care. That attack is just way too hard, and I have never understood it, so yeah. Anyway, that is game done. We have defeated Suika, so that stops the mist from being gathered or whatever. And it's in the Scarlet Devil manner. Yes, I am going to show the ending for this because it doesn't really matter. You know, it's like Herpaderp, I'm showing an ending, but whatever. I want to play the music properly on this one, so yay. Mana enveloped in mist, da-di-da-di-da, several days, whether or not return to normal, but yeah, Oni wasn't enough. this is it. And Patchy is doing more research, of course, on the matter. The Oarfish is about earthquake portents. There's catalogue of events. Da-da-da. Okay, that's very odd. Strange coloured clouds. That's kind of what we have been dealing with, no? But the sucked out, yeah, that's a bit weird though. And Sakia is like, what's going on? Are you okay? Yeah, well, we would be. We've kind of just gone up into heaven for nothing. Oh, that's not good. Didn't feel anything. Exactly, so, wow. Localized earthquake. Deep in concentration, nobody cares. A little bit about earthquakes, which is ironic. Yes, it is. But just in case, yeah, we've got something out to say. Say I wanted to break the shrine. Yeah. She really should have been fighting Tenshi and not Suika. Oh well. Anyway, best freaking ending music ever. It's so awesome, this one. Really, one of my favourite ending songs of any game ever. So, yay. Maybe only bested by Sokka's one, actually, because the Sultan Sokka's one is amazing too. But, yeah, that is Touhou 10.5, Scarlet Weather Rhapsody, Patchouli story. I'm not going to do very many, if any, more of these. I actually haven't played anybody else's storyline in a long time. I don't even know if I'm capable of doing half of them on Lunatic because I can't use half the characters very well, especially not in Scarlet Weather Rhapsody. If I could use it with Saku stuff, then I would probably do Marisa's one, because I like Marisa and Saku, kind of. Well, I've got combos with Marisa and Saku, so I could do that. But on here, I am just not even gonna try, I don't think. Because I don't want to just lose it all. I barely managed to do Patchy's one, and Patchy is my best character, so yeah. Having said that, I played kind of poorly in Tenshi and Suika's fight stuff, so that was pretty terrible. But one Oni wrecking machine though, man, that attack is impossible to deal with. But yeah, that is this game, and thank me for playing, I suppose. Thank you for watching. And yeah, this has been GamerCar playing Scarlet Weather Rhapsody, a random just about half-hour video thing for you. And join me next time when something else happens. It'll be a different video series thing, I know, but yeah, join me for it anyway. So yeah, no replay saving, don't need to save that. That's it. Take care, guys.